Hey, I'm Jessica Tyler, and you're watching the Permanent Rain Press.
I'm just a girl in this crazy world, trying to find my way.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. School's tiring.
I bet. High school can be.
Have you had any time to explore the city?
I will tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been to Vancouver since I was like 10 years old, so it's been a while.
Hopefully your next visit won't take as long.
Yeah.
So, can we start off by talking about Degrassi? You've been on the show since its 9th season, and it's pretty fair to say that your character has gone through quite a lot.
Yeah.
Starting as a transfer student, becoming pregnant, choosing to give the baby up for adoption. When
Absolutely.
you first received the role, did you ever imagine how complicated Jenna's life would become?
No, I really had no idea. When Jenna first came onto the show, she was introduced as a musical character. So I always envisioned that it would just be that way. She would always be the character doing music and whatnot. But, slowly as I became more comfortable with the character, Jenna's life just evolved. She started, liking all these boys and trying new things. And when the writers decided to write in that Jenna would be pregnant, I was a little taken aback. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? But it was a great, great role to play. And I learned a lot from it too.
So, do you feel as if you've matured as an actress during these 4 seasons on the show?
I certainly think that Degrassi has, helped me with my acting. I feel I've come kind of a long way in my acting. When I first got on the show, it was my first TV series ever, so I didn't really have any acting experience before that. So I think, coming from that and to where I am now, I definitely feel way more confident with my acting, and Degrassi's been amazing along the way.
I'm sure you've gotten to become pretty close with some of your other cast members. So what's the atmosphere like on set?
It's really fun. Of course it's work, so there are times when you kind of have to push away the fun and focus, but, for the most part, we love to goof off. Bloopers are our favorite things to watch, and you would think, with 25 cast members, there would be someone that we don't like, but everyone, it's like a big family, so it's really nice to go into work knowing that, it's such a great atmosphere and you're so comfortable there, and it's really fun.
You're currently on the Spirit Indestructible Tour.
Yeah.
So can you tell us how long you've had a background in music for?
Well, I've been singing my whole life. I mean, my dad is a musician, so growing up I always was involved in music and hearing it in the house, but when I turned like 10 or 11, I began writing songs. It was right around the time in elementary school, when the cattiness started and the crushes started, so writing was kind of a nice release for me to let all those emotions out, and ever since then I've been writing. I picked up guitar maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and that's, I think, really helped my writing grow, and music, it's always been my passion. Music comes first in my heart.
So I guess you could say music runs in the family.
Yeah, certainly. Growing up watching my dad perform and having him, play guitar around the house, it was great. And I think I got that, art side from him.
You'll be releasing your debut album later this year.
Yeah.
What can fans expect? What type of sound can they expect from this new material?
It's going to be pop. It's going to be really fun. I think, my songs and the production are a great reflection of my personality. It's going to be colorful, and some songs are, slower, some are really fast, and I think it'll be great, and I think it's relatable. I write songs about, my life experiences. If one day I'm mad at a boy, I'll write it down, and if one day I feel like, I'm on top of the world, I'll write a song about that. So it's going to be really fun.
Who would you say are your influences in terms of your songwriting?
My influences kind of change all the time, which I don't know if that's normal or not, but growing up, Avril Lavigne's first album, for some reason, had a huge impact on me. It was cool to see someone come out and just be so original. So, and those songs, they're just amazing. So that was kind of inspiring, like Loretta Lynn, Johnny Cash, back in the day. That's amazing to see people, just out of nowhere come up with melodies. And Kelly Clarkson's songs were amazing. Breakaway still melts my heart. So yeah, they all kind of change. And of course Nelly Furtado, she's just so true, and an amazing talent. So it's great to be on a tour with someone like her and Dylan Murray, he's a genius. So it's cool. I'm getting inspired along the way.
What thrills you most about performing on stage?
Just the fact that I get to share songs that I've written with people. It's amazing to see reaction from the audience and to involve them in your songs, having them sing along with you. It's really cool to see the smile on their faces when I'm performing, And I just love the energy of it. It's great. You know, you put so much work into these songs and having them sound a certain way, and then once you get out on stage, it's like, okay, all that was so worth it. This is, you know, what I want to do, and it's a great feeling. It's almost undescribable because so much is going on, but it's awesome. I love it.
As a Free the Children ambassador, you've had the opportunity to travel to places like Ghana, Haiti. Can you tell us a bit more about these trips and what you've gained from these experiences?
Yeah, well, Degrassi has a partnership with Free the Children, so I think for the last 5 or 6 years they've been doing trips, and 3 years ago I went to India, and last year it was Haiti, and this year it was Africa, and the trips, they're kind of an emotional roller coaster. You know, you're really excited, but once you get there, you kind of see the reality of life over there. But again, you know, people assume the reality is just sad and depressing, but once you get there, you know, it's different. It's certainly different from here, but they really teach you what's important in life, and you know, things that you should be happy and proud about, and relationships that you should, you know, really like focus on. And it's amazing. It's an amazing experience, and not only with the people that we meet in the communities, but with the cast as well. I think that really has created a tight bond with all of us. You know, you see things that you don't really see every day, and you know, a cast member's kind of my shoulder to cry on while I'm there. So it's certainly, I think it's kind of opened my heart in a way. You know, I appreciate different things now. I've almost become more emotional when my little sister like gives me little drawings now. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Like, I'm gonna remember it forever. And I don't know, I think it's a great, I think everyone should go on a trip if they could, but, you know, it's far away.
So I guess it's good to be part of a show that not only you guys act together, but you also take these trips and get to explore different parts of
Well, I'm so fortunate to be a part of something like that. Not every show has such an amazing partnership like this, so I didn't even realize this was something that Degrassi did going into the show. So my first trip, I was a little like, what am I doing here? This is random. But, you know, it's when you get there and meet the people that you really realize, or at least I realize, you know, this is something that I really do appreciate, and I really do want to focus on and keep with me throughout my whole life.
You, of course, play a student on Degrassi, so we would like to know, what was your least favorite subject in school?
My least favorite subject in school was math. And it still is. I don't know what it is, I just can't get my numbers together. Like, no matter what I do. It's funny, my little sister will be at home doing math homework, and she's 8. I'm sitting there like, man, I don't even know what the answer is, and she's laughing at me. Math has never been my thing. No.
So you never imagine yourself doing that in the future?
Hey, you never know. I mean, I think if you really put your mind to something, you can do anything, but me and math, we bump heads.
So lastly, this is our signature question. If you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
Oh, there's so many options. Oh, I don't know. I feel like it depends on the day. Okay, no, I'm going to figure this out. I like chocolate. Yeah, that's a solid choice. Okay, chocolate.
Is it your favorite?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's something that I genuinely like all the time. You know, like if it's strawberry, it's like, I don't know, do I want that today? But chocolate, it's like, okay, yeah, I can do that.
So thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview with us.
Thanks for having me.
Don't forget to watch Jessica on Degrassi, and she'll be releasing her debut album later this year, so keep an ear out for that. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
And my parents love too. Never put up a fight. You'd say it's